mga sana, welcome to my channel again, Boholana Diary. And
are you okay?
Sorry. So, by the way, mga sana, so today is really very busy day. I started working at around 6:40, but I didn't, as always, I didn't know, I was not aware that we were going to have a meeting early this morning. So I didn't change my clothes early in the morning. But I received an invite from our, from Zoom, from my team, that we were going to have a meeting early in the early morning. So your Sana was so in a hurry. Okay, so I didn't, I just, went straight to the wash shower room when I received the invitation, and then yeah, so it was really very busy, and I didn't even have breakfast with Freya and all, with my husband and all, because I was really very busy. And my husband is really good, very supportive husband, so I'm so thankful for him. He gave me coffee and bread. So while I was having a meeting, okay, but I couldn't also drink and I couldn't eat because some of my teammates were there, and they didn't have any coffee or something, so that's why your Sana didn't drink coffee. Okay, so my husband is really good. So mga sana, you always have those who are single right now, still single. You really have to pray and work hard, and for you to, it's really good to, your partner, or I mean your future, your future relies on who your partner is. Okay, so but everyone is different, but it's up to you. But that's my thinking. Okay, so mga sana, so we were so busy. I was working working all day until 5 p.m. and then I cooked straight food because my husband had to go to work at 6 or 6:10. And after that, after cooking and done everything, we went straight to Walmart because your Sana was not aware it's Freya's first day, or I mean orientation. It will be her orientation, or she is going to have her orientation in her school this coming Wednesday. So that's the reason I didn't know. I just checked the supplies that we need to bring during her first day. So I didn't know that we had to bring we had to prepare, what do you call this one, shoes, a pair of shoes for her school, because they should have an indoor shoes. They should have like 2 separate shoes, like shoes that when they enter the school or when they enter their classroom, they have to have, or they have to have their own school shoes, like Sana and Freya were so busy after eating, after washing the dishes and all. We went straight to Walmart to buy her shoes. Okay, so yeah, so your Sana was so busy, and I also forgot when I arrived home. Because I forgot to put our garbage out last week. So so good thing your Sana remembered. When we arrived, Freya and I put the garbage out. Okay, so Freya was helping me. Okay, so thank you to Freya and Papa. Okay, so mga sana, for this vlog, I'm gonna show you how do you save your money from your salary, and why do you need to save. Okay, so how do you save? Okay, so again, saving money is really very important, mga sana. Yep. I know, I'm not sure of how it works nowadays, but I really appreciate the importance of, I really appreciate, because when we came to Canada, and I'm grateful that I am living in Canada now, because I learned the value of saving money, okay? Really straight, because before when I was in the Philippines, really I didn't think about that, but we do, like my husband and I, even when we were still single, we really saved money, but it's not to the extent that, you know, now it's really very important for us young kids and young adults, and you know those young families who just started their family and all. You really have to save money. Why? Why and how do you know what, saving money is really very important, because that's you know, cash, you know, it's really very important to have cash on hand. You know why? What?
You serious?
You know why? What? Because that is very useful when you have when there is emergency in your family. And also you know, we cannot just depend on credit cards and all. We really have to have you know, money or cash on hand, okay? So, but you know, especially in the Philippines, you know, health system or healthcare system is very, when it comes to hospital, when it comes to medical and healthcare system, it's really very expensive. But in Canada, we are so blessed, because even though we are paying a lot of, or big tax or big chunk of, you know, tax from our salary, but you know, we're so blessed. You know what? Why? Because we don't pay when we don't pay when we go to hospital or whatever happens, if we have emergency and one of our, you know, we don't know, like in the future, like, you know, one of our family members or all has to be sent to hospital. We don't have to worry about it, because it is all paid. I mean, it is all paid by the, you know, government, from our tax, of course. But that's really, you know, I am really so blessed that we are here in Canada, okay? So that's the best thing in Canada is the best thing in Canada is the healthcare system, okay? So so why do we have to save money? So in the Philippines, you really have to save money as well, okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing you our family secret. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, it's not our, you know, it's just like, you know, it's really normal for everybody to really save money, okay? You know what? Why? I already explained it to you. Okay, so how do you save money from, I write it here, how do you save money from your salary? Okay, so as mentioned, like for young who are still studying, you really have to study, you know, you really have to study well, and for you to look for a good, or I mean good, like, you know, good how would I say, good paying job, I think. But you know what, for me, the good pay, you know, Philippines has to be like, you know, I mean, the government should impose, for me, this is just my opinion, should impose, like, you know, increase salary to nurses. You know what? Why? Because I mean, I work in a hospital, and it's not really easy job, and a lot of, you know, emotionally, physically, you know, and I would really suggest, or hopefully in the future, nurses can get, you know, higher pay, okay? So I am just hoping, okay? So I think we are out of topic now. So I know, okay? So mga sana, so my advice for you is just really save your money from your salary, okay? And how do you do that? How do you do that? You know, you have to only you have to write all your needs. Yep. Only needs, not the wants. Okay, wants will, maybe it's okay if you have extra money, but you you have to list all those you know, things that you really need, like this, okay? And also but before that, you have to check first, how much is my salary, how much is my salary, my tax, what is my net income, not the gross income, but the net income, okay? You need to check you have to have your net income, and then you have to balance. Okay, so you just have to look for, you just have to list the necessities. Okay, you should only list those things that are very important, and you cannot live without those things. Okay, so you have to list, and again, but prior to spending your money, you have to save your, you have to have, like, you know, you can just, like, you know, estimate how much would be your, how much you are going to save. It's really good. Let's say for example, if you have like 20,000 net income, okay, if you have 20,000 net income, and if you have net income 20,000, so you really, it's really good if you calculate first what you really need in the family, and and just to make sure that your salary is enough, or more than enough, that more than enough of your spending. Okay, so you have to list the needs, and then you save money. So it's really good if you can save money, 25% of your salary. Okay, so you always think that you need 25% of your total net income. Okay, and okay, so people would say, oh, our money is enough only for our income. I mean, sorry, our income is only enough for our needs. Okay, our family needs. Okay, so, but you really have to think about it. What are you have to think, what are the things that I really have to, or you have to, like, give up something for you to be able to save money. Okay, you have to think. Saving money is really very important for your future, because where are you gonna, so I mean, if you need money in the future, who's the, you cannot just depend on your family or family members help. Okay, you cannot just only depend on them. Okay, so therefore you really have to save yourself, okay, and save money. Okay, so if you say, oh, my net income is only enough for our needs, okay, then you really have to look for some or other resources. Okay, so you might want to look for sidelines and all. Okay, just for you to save money, and for you to have money in the future. Okay, so that's really very important for us in our family. My husband, I would really tell you the truth that my husband is really good at handling money, and I learned from him. Okay, I learned from my husband. Okay, so we both save money. Okay, so let's say for example, okay, we normally, like, more than 25% of our salary, we save more than 25% of our salary. Okay, so what we normally do, let's say for all this mortgage and all expenses, very and the portion of our mortgage, or we have to save money for those, or we have to really save money, and for those bills and all. And then whatever, like, it's not whatever we have left, but no, we have to first, we really, for example, because in Canada we use our credit cards to buy something. We always use our credit cards. Okay, unless it is for insurance. For insurance, we have to, insurance and mortgage, all of these things, or all of these bills are taken directly out from our account, debit account or checking account. And so before the cut off, okay, we really, like, oh, okay, my husband and I, we really have to talk. We always talk about how much money do we have, or how much do we need to spend out of our credit card. Okay, so we really have to, and if we make a lot for this period, like for this period, month period, if we have a lot of purchases, we really have to, you know, we really have to do something for the next period. Okay, we don't want to spend a lot for the next period for us to meet our you know, our savings, not our wants. Okay, so that's how it works here. Okay, so you know, it is really very useful for you to, you know, especially for the young, those who just started their family. You really have to, you know, that's why I told you that you really have to pray and choose your husband to be, or your husband. Okay, you choose them. I know, I mean, everyone has its own preferences, and we cannot just, like, you know, sometimes you know, I mean, I don't want to say anything, but you really have to choose your husband or your partners, because your, as what I've said, your future depends on your husband, okay, or your partner. Okay, not only, but your partner. Okay, so you both should understand on how to, and should understand the importance of saving money. Okay, it's not just like, you know, because, you know, to tell you the truth, most Filipinos culture, some Filipinos, or most Filipino, or this is very common for our culture, that if we have money, it's like one day millionaire. Yep. Which means that we spend you know, we spend all our money for just useless thing, like like mga unsa pa na, mga I don't know, like for me, you don't really have to be practical nowadays, because everything is very expensive, and we are now in inflation. Okay, we are getting, everything is getting more expensive and expensive, and it's not balanced, because sometimes salary, it's not, like, you know, it's like, you know, it's salary, it's not getting, you know, or it's not increasing as prices are. Okay, what if it works like that, then no one could survive in business. Okay, so that's why you really have to save money, and don't only, like, you know, you have to, you know, you don't be independent. Don't ask someone's, if you really have to, if you really need help, then that's the time. But for you, you have to learn. One mistake is, or twice, or one or twice mistake is enough, or I don't know, it's up to you guys. But for me, it's really good for you to save money. Okay, saving money is really very important for your future, for your kids' future, and everybody's future. Okay, so as mentioned, it's good if you save 25% of your net income. It's more than 25% we save out of our salary. Okay, but if, you know, we have a lot of purchases, it's okay, 25%, as long as we have savings. Okay, so, and you have to manage your credit card well, and your necessities, your, you know, your food and all, you really have to, you know, I'm not like, you know, some people would say I'm very, you know, what do you call this one, thrifty or something like that, but, you know, it's how it is. It is how it is. Okay, so everything is getting more expensive, and really, you really have to save money for your future, because we don't know in the future. We don't know. We have in the Philippines, it's okay in Canada, because if we get laid off and no work, we have our EI, employment insurance. But in the Philippines, no, nobody's gonna help you, nobody's gonna give you money. So it is really very important for you guys, mga sana, to really save money. Okay, so if you have any questions, please don't forget to subscribe and like my video, and please share as well. Thank you so much, and have a good day.